Greetings. Welcome to the ride. I'm afraid I can't promise you any scantily clad caricatures on the floor where you're headed. That was a cheap marketing trick used to get you to pick the dairy products floor. I mean, really, who would pick dairy products for a game? Anyway, how many contestants are there? Nobody else to play with? Well, who needs them? Is this the first time on the ride for... Excellent. It's always great to play with experienced professionals. Please type in your name. Wonderful. Thanks. I need to remind you that your buzzer is the letter B. And hey, good luck! Oh, I have to cut down on dairy. So bad for my throat.
Time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Lactose John's Ladies of the Evening. Come meet our girls. And now here's your host, the one, the only, Cookie.
It's a pleasure to see you. You know, I think we're going to have a good game here. It's going to be just like butter. Well, I hope you took your Lactaid. We're taking a ride on the Milky Way. Okay, buzzing and... Okay, give it up for... Dairy, I need your huggin'. Okay, you with me? This one's worth $4,508. Here we go. If you wanted to use real butter to butter up your lover, which of the following should you say? Your eyes are blue as the Land O'Lakes. You're the best ever. I promise. You're stacked like a country crock. Or, I can't believe it's not butter. It's like real butter. So kiss and make up. But remember, keep those sticks wrapped. Hit your buzzer to... I like to call this category... Dairy Fresh Rock and Roll. Here's the question. What dairy treat might you expect to be served in a white room with black curtains near the station? Ice milk, cream, yogurt, or custard? Now, you probably get ice milk in a DQ drive-through window off the highway. You should have picked this. White Room is a hit by Eric Clapton's old band, Cream. I tell you, this guy Clapton is in a whole dairy aisle by himself. Now select the... We're calling this one... Are Cracker Jacks kosher? You know how sportscaster Harry Carey always shouted, "Holy cow!" Well, if Harry Carey said "holy cow" because he believed cows to be sacred, what religion did he probably practice? Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, or Judaism? 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out! Well, what do we have here? Cows are considered sacred by Hindus, especially when they hit home runs.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest... Well, there you go. Here's your category. No thanks, I'll just spread some vomit on a cracker. Hey, how about digging yourself out of the hole on this one? Suppose a group of dairy farmers are having their company photo taken. Instead of, "Say cheese," what should the photographer say to get them to smile? Say pasteurized blocks of yeast. Say pressed and matured milk curd. Say non-lactose oxygenation process. Or say hormone-altering cow injections. Oh, come on. Let's leave my sex life out of this. I know, Bessie, I know. Here's what you should have picked. But if you really want these farmers to smile, just put a teat in each of their hands.
Hey, what are you doing? Get your hands off that holy teeth! Holy cow!
Okay, select the bell. This one's called... I'll whip your cream and beat your eggs, too. Hey, you were a kid once, right? Well, you've surely heard the phrase, last one in's a rotten egg. Well, if the last major fighting nation to enter into World War II were a rotten egg, which country would smell like sulfur? We stink. We didn't join the war until 1941. That's why we're known as the land of milk and nanny boo-boo. Alright, buzz in for the cash. Here's your category. I get soggy in milk. Hey, you know how nations are always boycotting the Olympics for one reason or another? Well, say the Olympic Village serves cold cereal for breakfast. Because its athletes are more likely to be lactose intolerant, what country will most likely boycott the breakfast? Brazil, Japan, the United States, or Sweden? Asians are more likely than any other ethnic group to be lactose intolerant. But given the choice between soy milk and sushi on my Wheaties, I'll take the fish. Alright, bang your buzzer and grab the highest value. It's roadkill time! Remember, when you see the item that correctly connects the pair, hit your buzzer. And don't forget, figure out the final bonus question, and I'll give you some extra cash. Okay, pop the clutch, baby. Former dance party and zany redhead Lucille. What do these two things have in common? The cards are dealt and applause. Elephant and lick in your hair. Gravy holder and show blank. Fish covering and series of musical notes. Hockey trick and simple high blank. Deals with the fly in your soup and dump blank. Let's nab that bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all items in my front pocket? Things on which you melt cheese? Here's for lactose intolerance! Wow, was that sucky! And here's a tip for you. Don't get all hopped up on Twinkies, okay? You'll thank me later. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Hey, buzz into selective value. Boy, things like this make it all not worthwhile, you know? Anyway, here's your category. Little Jack Horner got a better meal. Hey, remember that old nursery rhyme went something like this? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey. So tell me, what the hell is whey? The liquid part of coagulated milk, mold scraped off an aged cheese, the stomach Way to go! Next we'll figure out what the hell her tuffet is. Whey is the watery part that separates from the solid milk curds when making cheese. I like mine in a rocks glass with vodka. Alright, it's time to choose the value of the question. Coming up. Mount Olympus could have used a Starbucks. Hey, do you like being in debt? I mean, what's wrong with you? So tell me, which of these is not a half and half? A centaur, a harpy, a cyclops, or the minotaur? I think I'll be taking my coffee black from now on. A cyclops is just a big old guy with one eye in the middle of his forehead. Hit your buzzer to choose the... Are you sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate... Oh, get out of here! It's time for a dis or dat question. The category for this dis or dat is... With a little effort, you can show up at the same time. Okay, listen up, because I'm going to read off 7 words, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a word that begins with chicken or a word that begins with egg. You're going to get some money for each right answer, and you lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. And here we go. Wire, chicken or egg? Ted! Peter! Liver! Fox! Roll! Feed! Oh yes, you rock. Check it out. Alright, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay. Your category is crying over spilled milk. Hey, remember that 70s court case in San Francisco where the murderer got a reduced sentence for saying he was hopped up on junk food when he did the crime? Well, considering the famous defense used in the case, who would have been the most appropriate defense lawyer for the murderer of politician Harvey Milk? Twinkie the Kid, Susie Q, King Ding Dong, or Little Debbie?
And if you look to your left, you'll see the popular wrong answer.
Ooh! Watch and learn. Twinkie the Kid? Well, yeah, I guess it was known as the Twinkie defense. Maybe he can lasso as a judge who knows a just ruling from his, snowballs. Hit your buzzer to select the value you want. Well, you win some, you lose some. Badly. Here's the category. This used to be Sean Penn's playground. Okay, play ball. Say Madonna used a hand pump to get her breast milk flowing before feeding her baby. Which of her songs would best describe this process? Open Your Heart, Express Yourself, Justify My Love, or Into the Groove? Hey, Madonna doesn't have to justify her choice to breastfeed. Many mothers make the same choice. Alright, let's take a look at the right answer. Mothers can express breast milk by using a hand pump. But how she got milk out of them cone-shaped boobs, I'll never know. Well, it's highly unlikely I will. Now select the... Smell that derriere. Oh, sorry. Here's your clue. McDonald had a farm. Yeah, so we've heard. Quit bragging about his damn farm already. I hate that guy. Now go find some friends to brag to!